Hello, welcome to the Mystery Review Crew channel. I'm mystery author Lauren Carr, and today we are going to do a review of When the Smoke Cleared, a murder mystery in Malden. Now, this is a true crime novel. If you're a true crime junkie, then you're going to want to stick around to learn about this powers in policing true crime thriller.
Hello, I'm Lauren Carr, and thank you for joining us at the Mystery Review Crew podcast. Join us for author interviews, panel discussions, and all things mystery.
And now let me tell you about When the Smoke Cleared, a murder mystery in Malden by Bill Powers. There is no greater distinction or responsibility for a law enforcement officer than to be selected to investigate homicides. The same is true for a prosecutor. It is like being called up to the big leagues where the curveballs or slapshots are frequent and more challenging. The lights are brighter, the audience larger and louder, and the scrutiny and demand for perfection can at times be a bit overwhelming. This story follows an extraordinary murder investigation into the true crime from the arrest into the court and into the courtroom. It is narrated by retired Detective Lieutenant Bill Powers, the former commander of the State Police Detective Unit for the Middlesex District Attorney Office in Massachusetts. As he writes in the book, when the smoke from the fire cleared and the water level receded, it was visually evident that a violent struggle, quite possibly a homicide, had preceded the fire. But where was the victim? The waterlogged bloodstains in the function room told us it wasn't likely they stood up and walked out the door. We were confronted with an unusual dilemma. We not only had to investigate what happened and develop probable cause to make an arrest, but we also had to locate the poor soul who had spilled so much of their blood. Walk the path of the investigation with Bill and his team, and then follow an ADA, Adrienne Lynch's footsteps as she guides the trial from opening statements through to the final verdict, a truly unique accounting from a bird's eye view. Bill Powers writes from the heart because he spent 20 years living the life of a homicide investigation. He went to literally hundreds of death scenes, and while each made its mark, none had more of a personal effect on him than this case. And now let me tell you about the author, Bill Powers. Bill Powers has been active in the Massachusetts law enforcement community since he joined the Massachusetts State Police in 1974. Over time, he rose through the ranks and was promoted to the rank of detective lieutenant. He commanded the state police detective units in both Middlesex and Suffolk counties, where he had direct oversight and involvement in more than 100 homicides. His state police career came full circle when he was named commandant of the Recruit Training Academy. He retired as the director of the Media Relations section. Following his retirement, Bill was appointed as an assistant professor in the graduate program for forensic sciences at the Boston University School of Medicine. For the next 7 years, he lectured on criminal investigation and expert testimony to the graduate students. In addition, he produced training seminars for police investigators covering a wide variety of topics. Following his tenure at the Boston University School of Medicine, he returned to the law enforcement profession as the Director of Public Safety at Wentworth Institute in Boston. Bill earned an undergraduate degree from Northeastern University with a major in criminal justice and a Juris Doctorate degree from the New England School of Law. He resides south of Boston with his wife Jane. Their two daughters and their families live nearby. He has been blessed with 5 remarkable grandchildren who sparkle like bright stars in the night sky. And now for my review of Bill Powers, Powers on Policing True Crime Thriller, When the Smoke Cleared, a murder mystery in Malden. Um, I think this is a fascinating and gripping novel written, well, it's not fiction, it's true crime, written by a very talented author. Bill Powers, I think people, any true crime junkies will be wanting to pick this up, and you'll be wanting to look for subsequent thrillers by him. When Smoke Cleared actually provides insight into an investigation that requires patience and teamwork. I'm a true crime buff, which is why I'm so excited by this book. I'm a true crime junkie. It all goes with the territory when you're a murder mystery author. This book is engrossing. It is actually interesting to look into the victim's life and how the events affected the family and the investigation into the murder and the trial afterwards. It covers the crime scene all the way from the crime scene to the convictions, as well as an update on what happens to everyone involved afterwards. As a true crime buff and as a murder mystery lover, it was remarkable. I always find it remarkable, but Powers does an excellent job of taking readers through the early days when investigators were sure that a fire had been started to conceal a very serious crime. However, there was no body and there were very few clues. So that means that the investigation took a long time and patience to gain momentum. The author does a very thorough job. He has a good mix of factual information and also analysis to explain what was happening in the investigation and why it was happening that way. I believe that murder mystery lovers and fans of true crime will definitely want to pick up this thriller by Bill Powers and keep an eye out for his upcoming releases as well. Well done, Bill.
Thank you for joining us today at the Mystery Review Crew. If you liked today's episode, do be sure to like and subscribe so you can receive notifications for future episodes. In the meantime, happy reading!